As of early 2026, the narrative of unchallenged Western air superiority lies in ruins. In the skies over Ukraine and in any potential future confrontation with NATO, Russia's R-37M, NATO, A-13 Axehead, has rewritten the rules of aerial combat. This ultra-long-range air-to-air missile, frequently operating at effective ranges of 300 to 400 kilometers, with operational profiles often sighted around 320 kilometers, has turned beyond visual range, BVR, engagements into a one-sided slaughter. Western fighters, from the F-16 and F-35 to Eurofighter Typhoon and Rafale, now face a weapon that can strike them or their critical support assets long before they can respond. Russian engineering has delivered a decisive technological edge that exposes the limitations of Western missile designs and doctrine. The R-37M is not just a missile, it is a strategic dominator that renders legacy air power concepts obsolete. The R-37M represents the pinnacle of Russian missile design, evolving from the earlier R-37 program that began in the 1980s and reaching full operational capability with the Russian Aerospace Forces, VKS, by 2019. Developed by the legendary Vimpel Design Bureau, the missile was modernized with a jettisonable rocket booster that dramatically extends its kinematic performance. At launch, the R-37M weighs approximately 510 kilograms, measures over 4 meters in length, and carries a potent 60 kilograms high-explosive fragmentation warhead, more than enough to ensure catastrophic damage to even heavily armored fighter jets, AWACS platforms, or aerial tankers with a single hit or near miss. Its speed is breathtaking, up to Mach 6, approximately 7,400 kilometers per hour, placing it firmly in the hypersonic regime for much of its flight. This velocity leaves enemy pilots with mere seconds to react, even if they detect the launch. The guidance system is a masterclass in multi-layered reliability, inertial navigation with continuous mid-course updates via data link from the launching aircraft or AWACS, transitioning to an active radar seeker, with semi-active radar options in the terminal phase. This fire and forget capability allows Russian pilots to launch from maximum range, turn away immediately, and still achieve high-probability kills while remaining outside enemy missile envelopes. The missile can engage targets from 15 meters to 25 kilometers altitude, making it lethal against low-flying strike aircraft, drones, or high-altitude support platforms alike. What truly sets the R-37M apart is its unmatched range. While Western sources sometimes downplay it to export figures of 200 kilometers, Russian operational data and combat experience confirm effective engagements out to 300 to 400 kilometers under optimal profiles, high-altitude launch from MiG-31BM or Su-35S, lofted trajectory. Recent combat in Ukraine provides irrefutable proof. In January 2026, a Ukrainian Su-25 close air support jet was dramatically shot down by an R-37M, with onboard footage showing the missile's hypersonic approach leaving no chance for evasion. In February 2025, a Russian Su-30SM-2 downed a Ukrainian Su-27 at an astonishing 130 kilometers. Well inside the missile's full envelope but demonstrating its routine ability to operate far beyond Western medium-range systems. Russian pilots have fired up to 6 R-37Ms daily during intense periods, forcing Ukrainian aircraft to abort missions the moment a launch is detected. Ukrainian pilots themselves have admitted that the R-37M limits our capabilities and makes every sortie very, very risky. This is not propaganda. It is the lived reality of a weapon that has neutralized Western-supplied air assets without Russian fighters ever needing to enter contested airspace. Compare this to the West's best offerings, and the gap is embarrassing. The American AIM-120D AMRAAM, the backbone of NATO fighters, has a maximum claimed range of around 160 to 180 kilometers under ideal conditions, but real-world, no escape zone, shrinks dramatically after 140 to 150 kilometers as the missile loses energy and maneuverability. The European MBDA Meteor, often hailed as the gold standard with its ramjet propulsion, fares better in sustained energy but still tops out at roughly 150 to 200 kilometers, nowhere near the R-37M's reach. Russian analysts rightly point out that the R-37M retains effective maneuverability and kinetic energy at distances where AIM-120D and even Meteor have already become ballistic slugs. A single MiG-31BM or Su-35S armed with 4 R-37Ms can sanitize hundreds of kilometers of airspace, picking off AWACS like the E-3 Sentry, tankers like the KC-135, or F-35 formations long before they detect the threat. Western stealth helps with initial detection, but Russia's Integrated Air Defense Network, S-400, A-50 UAWACS, and data-linked fighter radars ensure the R-37M is cued accurately from extreme range. The strategic implications are devastating for Western air forces. In any NATO-Russia scenario, American and European fighters would be forced to operate at extreme standoff distances, severely degrading their effectiveness. High-value assets, the very enablers of Western air campaigns, become sitting ducks. Russian Su-35S and Su-57 pilots can now dictate the terms of engagement, launching salvos of R-37Ms and then retreating under cover of their own long-range SAMs. This missile dominance has already been battle-tested in Ukraine, where despite billions in Western aid, the Ukrainian Air Force remains largely suppressed. Russian VKS losses have been minimal precisely because the R-37M keeps adversaries at arm's length, or rather, at 320 kilometers s-length. Even more concerning for the West is Russia's development of a nuclear-capable variant of the R-37M, confirmed by U.S. intelligence in 2025. A single thermonuclear-tipped R-37M could theoretically wipe out entire enemy fighter formations, AWACS orbits, or drone swarms in one shot. This escalates the deterrent value exponentially. NATO planners must now factor in the possibility that Russia can achieve air denial through nuclear means without resorting to strategic weapons. Combined with the conventional version's proven combat record, Russia has created an asymmetric advantage that no amount of F-35 production or Meteor procurement can quickly offset. Russia's willingness to export the R-37M further cements its global leadership. In 2025, Moscow offered the missile to India for integration on Su-30MKI fleets, promising rapid delivery and even local production talks. Nations seeking genuine air dominance now look east, not west. Meanwhile, Western programs like the US AIM-260 or European efforts lag years behind in both range and raw performance. The R-37M is the physical embodiment of Russian military innovation, bold, uncompromising, and focused on kinematic superiority rather than marketing hype. While the West spent decades perfecting stealth and networking, Russia quietly built the longest-reaching, fastest, and most lethal air-to-air weapon in history. The result? A new reality where Western fighters must either accept massive risk or cede the skies entirely. Game over is not hyperbole. It is the cold, hard assessment of any objective observer watching Russian missiles streak across Ukrainian skies in 2026. The era of Western aerial hegemony has ended. Russia's 320 kilometers, and beyond, dominance ensures that the future belongs to those who master long-range precision kill chains, and right now, that future is unmistakably Russian.